Hi, everybody. What happened? We don't know. I don't know how it works.
Oh, nice. And my cousin did a his own version of Random Pursuit with some people in person this weekend. He says, "Where do I send the royalties?"
Oh,
You
no.
can just send them directly to me. It's fine.
Okay. I think we're actually live now on the new link because the old link apparently just went away.
Hmm.
So when Monty gets back, Monty is
Right
back.
here.
Hi, Monty.
Hello.
I think the plan is we'll play for one more hour and then we'll be done with today. Is that copacetic?
Oh my gosh, that's quick.
I'd say unless we can finish in another hour.
I don't know if that's possible.
Oh.
I
Okay.
Might be.
enjoy this note in the chat, the YouTube chat. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, says Google-owned YouTube.
Yeah. Remember, don't
While we're
guard your
on
privacy.
Zoom.
Yeah,
Irony.
we're coming for you. It
can
just
try.
sounds like remember to guard your privacy. It just seems like something I might hear like a clown holding a butcher's knife say
Little red balloons.
as it looms over me in my sleep.
Yeah, Google actually sounds like a pretty good clown name, to be honest.
Yeah.
So. Paints the picture.
Google the butcher. What a weird clown name.
They should turn Google Buzz back on, see if they can get that going.
I'm holding that for Wave. All right. Should we do this?
Yeah.
Let's do
Nah.
it.
I'm still recording.
Everyone's
Me
still
too.
recording?
I haven't stopped.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I didn't stop either.
Welcome back to Total
Recording.
Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a dungeon master, leading you through Dragonforge and Associates as they return from Under Mountain to Waterdeep. I almost said Water Mountain, not a place yet.
It's a water mountain
let's-
splash zone. Whee!
Take a ride on the fire bat. Let us meet our adventurers for this adventure. First up, it's Erica Ensign.
It's me. Yep, I am playing Flessa, the human rogue who likes to do backflips and stab things lots and lots and lots.
In that order. Next up, it's Sarah Barber. Hi, Sarah.
Oh hey, I'm playing Rizwin, a dwarven cleric. No flavor text.
Okay. Also joining us,
That is actually
Monty,
perfect.
Monty Ashley.
I am playing Melik, the tiefling wizard, who is consumed with doubt about the nature of good and evil. And is he doomed just because he is the face of a devil? Turns out
Probably yes. Also joining us, it's Jason Snell.
Hi, everybody. I'm playing Peter Dragonforge, a paladin, level 5. Very exciting. And he's had a heck of a day. He got eaten by a giant monster. He mostly killed the dragon, partly by dying, but then, he's better now. So,
Technically, Jason, that was all yesterday. So
oh, well, I mean, if
you
you
had 8
go,
hours of sleep.
if a bunch of things happen and then you take an 8-hour nap in the middle of the day, is it still yesterday or is it still today?
It's a real
What time
ship
of the day is it right now? We don't know
We
because
don't
we're in
know.
an elevator to hell.
Yeah. No, it's going up.
Okay.
To be clear, the elevator is going up. Not last and not least, it's Georgia Dow. Hi, Georgia.
Hello, I'm Acrid Balasar. I'm a female warlord, dragonborn, and Bahamut's favorite child.
As far as you know, yes. And last and least, it's Steve Lutz.
Fair enough. Yes, I'm still playing a Lestrin Quiverbottom, shooter of arrows, disdainer of nature, and currently feeling pretty smug about that opinion.
Indeed.
As we're attacked by bats.
As you are attacked by bats, so we rejoin them mid-bat fight. 5 bats swoop
Battle.
around you in this elevator. Several of them have been severely wounded by you, but perhaps they will do you some lasting damage before you can take them out. Flessa, there are bats in the sky above you. When I say sky, I mean in the air in the shaft.
Bats in
Presumably
the
there's
sky.
sky much further, much
Bats in the
further above
sky.
you.
All right. I'm going to throw a dagger at one of them. My
All right.
gambler's dagger, to be specific. I'm going to do a dazing strike.
Okay, which bat are you targeting?
I'm going to ask Melik, boss, which one should I throw at?
But one of these bloodied ones, I would think.
I will choose one of the ones that's dripping blood down on our heads.
Indeed. How
Probably
about this one? Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly the one I was going to say, the bottom left.
Veronica.
Don't everyone close your mouths when you look up at the bats pleading above you.
Oh,
Do you become a vampire if you accidentally drink bat blood?
No, you become just a bat.
Oh, that's nobody wants that.
I don't
Well,
like
it's
how I don't like how topical this reference is, Tony.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's see, that's 20.
Are these bats past adventurers?
28.
would I be like a dragonborn-sized bat, or
A bat-sized dragonborn.
Murray, do you recognize these bats?
No. Oh wait, no, that was no. All right, that definitely hits Flessa.
All right, and that is 9 points of damage. And
That bat is severely wounded.
it's also dazed until the end of my next turn.
All right.
Does that mean it falls down?
oh, good one.
Probably
think
it just
so.
means it
What
can
happens to
only
a dazed
fly.
bat?
Like my guess would be if flight is a move, that would be its action. But that's up to Tony because he's the dungeon master.
I
so
missed
don't
bat
know.
days. You get a
and-
bat when you went to the game.
How tall are the ceilings?
Basically there is you can't see wherever the the elevator, you're in this elevator moving up this elevator shaft, wherever the end to this shaft is, it's probably hundreds of feet above you. So limitless is the answer.
That's a big shaft.
And I'm really angry about how much damage it did. I'm just in my head. I can't tell the difference. I'm assuming that's the one that hit me. So I'm going to use my action point and just throw at it again with the basic sly flourish.
All right.
And I swear at it in Goblin.
Wow. It's unlikely that bat understands Goblin, but maybe.
Flessa speaks Goblin? Awesome.
Yeah. It sounds like I'm just clearing my throat, but
Yeah.
it's actually a swear.
I'm goblin here.
Or does she just tell us she speaks goblin?
Yeah. We've never seen her talk to a goblin.
I'm not sure that that's true. I think I may have actually talked to goblins before.
We
but
don't record these things.
but I
There's no way to know.
I rolled exactly the same thing that time. And this time I get sneak attack damage because it's dazed. Which is exciting because I think maybe I can kill it. So regular damage is 9. Sneak attack damage is 8. So.
Your dagger nails that bat right in its bat head, and it tumbles to the ground by your feet.
Can I kick it as a free action, please?
Yes,
please?
you can.
Okay.
You kick the bat. It is a very, very large bat. It is not, now that you see it, like its corpse lying there. I mean, it's got like a 5-foot wingspan, and it's got this weird sickle-shaped tail that's sticking out of it. It is bigger and more fearsome and deader than your usual bat.
I'm also taking 3 hit points because I used an action point, and the Acrid is literally just right there.
Yep, within 1 elevator of you.
Within 1 elevator. Yep.
All right.
I don't need to move. I'm fine where I am. My movement is just like stomping up and down on this bat.
All right.
Squish,
The
squish,
next up
squish.
is the fire bat. The fire bat is going to use its fiery swoop attack. It is basically going to move through several squares, including occupied squares, and attempt to do a fire attack on the creatures whose space it enters. Peter, I think it's going to start with you, and then also swoop. It's going to hit you and Alestrin, because you are the ones who have... you fired arrows at it.
Doesn't sound like a Lestrin.
So,
Can it shoot
Peter.
at me without taking damage? Because it is marked by him, isn't it?
yep, but it's doing this as a fiery swoop that
Yeah,
includes him.
It's an attack that includes me.
Mm.
Yep. Peter, 16 versus reflex.
That misses.
Really? Okay. I thought you might be slow on your feet.
Just in the
Olestrin,
brain.
an unimpressive 11 versus reflex.
Ha! I dance out of the way.
All right, you both dodge as the fiery bat swoops around the elevator near all of you. None of you have been caught on fire. Rizwin, you are next.
Awesome. The only ranged weapon I have is my Sacred Flame, which I think will work quite nice. I'm gonna flame the fire bat.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We know that it's resistant to fire.
I
It's
think
not a
Sacred
fire
Flame
attack.
Yeah, Sacred Flame.
It's
Though,
just
got
radiant.
It's radiant.
Oh,
This
It
bat,
looks like
I
fire.
would like to be very clear. This bat is not religious.
great.
My goodness. How
It will
about
be.
a 19 versus reflex?
You know what? Somehow this fire bat is a fierce enemy, and the fire bat evades your 19 versus reflex unless there's some other penalty or some other buff that you've got.
There's not, as far as I know, a buff.
So your
that I
Sacred
got.
Flame bursts through that from your hand or from your hammer or from your symbol. I forget how clerics work.
Symbol.
Symbol, and the bat like seems startled but does like a swoop around it.
Herp. Well, that's annoying. I'm gonna cast Favor of the Gods on Olestrin. So Olestrin, if you miss, you can reroll.
Nice.
Olestrin loves rerolling.
I do love
More
rerolling.
rolls.
So I am done.
Melik, it's just you and an orb. Also, your friends and a bat and an elevator and a mean fire bat and some sigils on the ground. Murray is here. Stop me anytime.
I would like, by the way, did you hear I said battle earlier? You were talking, so I
That was
didn't know
really
whether
good.
you noticed.
That's really good.
I didn't get that. That
You
was
probably
good.
missed where I mentioned fell on bat days earlier, so I think that up.
That one I think we heard.
I have a power that is a
Okay.
burst 1.
Mm-hmm.
The bats are kind of arbitrarily set out here. How many can I hit with a burst 1?
I don't know if you can hit more than one bat with a burst 1. At
None
this
of them.
point.
Burst 1 is like a 3x3 square.
And it probably, I guess, in a 3x3, like in all directions. I'll say you can hit 2 bats.
Only
Yeah,
2.
any 2 bats.
It's only a 4x4 square overall.
I'll say you can hit 3 bats.
Okay, I'll take it.
Your choice of the 3 bats.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Talk him up to 4.
Man, these guys are negotiating at a level 5 level now. It's very intimidating for me.
I'm gonna say the fire bat and these 2 bloodied bats.
All right, what horrible thing are you doing to them?
Horrid whisper.
Oh, don't whisper to a bat.
Hey, bat, you can hear me. Boo. And so forth.
Okay.
Okay, so this is versus Will. I'm gonna do the fire bat first.
All right, let me tell you. Their will
21
is not...
versus Will.
Yeah, that'll do it. They're
And
bats. They live in an elevator shaft. Their will is not that great.
And I have a +1 racial bonus to attack rolls versus bloodied foes. So for the other 2, it's 26 and 13.
Even the 13 will hit.
Oh,
Are
great.
bloodied foes a race?
Well, it's his race. His race is tiefling.
Oh.
I am damned by this devil form, which actually makes me much better at killing things. And that will do the D6 plus 6 damage, psychic damage, I believe. Yes, psychic damage against everybody. They're all taking 9, and they are slowed and will take a -2 penalty to attack rolls until they save. After effect, you knock the target prone.
What?
That's another
Wow.
daily.
Yeah, I think if you knock a bat prone, it's bad for the bat. It's just my
I would think so, yeah.
my sense. You know?
Bad for the bat, but good for us.
Yeah.
Unless it lands on us.
All right.
So far, we've been pretty lucky.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get a D12 ready for when I have to decide what square a bat falls in when it's prone.
Well, you don't you have to decide that now?
Nope, not until they fall prone. But I wanted to get the D12.
They're doing
ready.
it right now. That's part of the effect of my spell. You knock the target prone.
Oh, I thought that was when they is after effect. Is it effect or after effect?
It's after effect.
I believe after effect is when they save. Am I
Really?
remembering that wrong?
Okay, if you say so. I don't know.
No. Let's make sure I get that right. I don't know if anyone's had a spell with an after effect in a long time.
Mm-mm.
An after effect occurs when the effect preceding it in a power description ends.
Oh,
It is
that's
usually occurs when the preceding effect was ended by a creature's save.
great. Okay, so then the fire bat and one of those bloodied bats is currently slowed and has a -2 to a penalty to attack rolls.
All right, that's what the little skull and crossbone symbols means.
In fact, that is the miss effect as well. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh. All right.
So all 3 of them have that effect. 2 of them took 9 points of damage, and 2 of them will be prone when they save. Oh, sorry.
No, I think all 3 of them took 9 points of damage and are prone when they save. Right?
No. On hit, they take the damage, and they are slowed and have the penalty. Save ends.
You hit all of them.
And I'm sorry.
You hit
my
all
mistake.
Of them. Yeah.
Excellent. Carry on.
I
Cool.
don't think that's a mistake.
No. Everything's great. Bats. I mean, except unless you're a bat in this situation.
I was busy whispering.
Yeah. Nope. You hit all the bat. The bats do not have very amazing will. You got all of them with your horrible whispers. Speaking of horrible whispers and bats, it is the bat's turn. So they are slowed. I think that because they're slowed, they have enough speed to swoop down, but not enough speed to swoop away, is how I'm going to play that. So the bats are going to swoop down and unfortunately, they don't have enough movement to swoop back up. So they will end their turns in melee range with some of you. And they are going to do their tail slash attacks on Melik and Rizwin. So Melik, you said there's a -2 to this.
Yes.
Well, I rolled a 16 -2 is 14 versus AC.
No good.
Rizwin, I rolled a 10 -2 is 8 versus AC.
Yeah, that's a no.
All right. And that third bat is going to attack Melik without a penalty. It rolled a 12.
That also misses.
All right. So those bats did that. Then my 2 bloodied bats are going to attempt saving throws to shake off this horrible thing that you did to the Melik.
And then fall prone.
One of them succeeded and one of them failed. So let's see. So the one that succeeds, it falls prone.
Yeah, you should roll a 2d4 to get like XY coordinates for this thing, right?
I was going to roll a d12.
But there's
smart.
16. But there's 16 squares.
Oh, there's 16 squares, not 12 squares. I rolled it wrong. Okay, yeah, 2d4. So I have a green die and an orange die.
Battleship.
Yay!
Yeah, green die is X, orange die is Y. So I rolled a 2 and a 4. So this bat
Lands on Peter.
it lands on Peter.
Even though it was all the way across the shaft of something.
Yeah, well, they're flapping around.
It fell prone sideways.
Hold on. I think when a bat falls on Peter, it's going to take a d10 of damage.
That's traditionally what happens.
It That's not good for the bat. Where did the bat token go?
It's under.
All right. So the bat is dead. Peter, the bat.
It just it landed on
actually-
his sword. It just went.
Well, hold on. It's either going to land on his sword or on his head. Peter, acrobatics check.
Oh.
One of those is sharper than the other.
Yeah.
4.
4. Hold on. A bat hits you in the head for 3 damage and dies.
For 3 damage.
That's how bat days always end.
And then dies.
I'll take it.
All
Does
right.
his helmet look cooler now?
I'm a hero.
I went to Bat
Little
Day at
wings
Disneyland a
and-
couple years ago. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Wow. All right. That was my bats. Peter, there's a dead bat on your head.
Yeah, well, it's gonna fly off as I zip over here and attack this bat by
So we
Rizwin.
kind of have to imagine that, like that bat is kind of like flapping there. It hasn't gone quite up. There's stuff happening in kind of in the same action, right? So
Exactly.
So you run over to a bat that hasn't quite made it clear of the the range of your sword and attack it.
Indeed, and I'm going to do, let's see. It's a righteous smite. Is it? No, I'm going to do, no, it's the valorous smite. Here I go. It's smiting, either way.
So much
23 versus AC.
All right, you batter
That
up
smite hit.
and you smite the bat.
Good. It deserved it. 11 damage.
All right, you cleave the Shadow Hunter bat in half. Each of the halves splash against the side of the elevator.
They don't land on his head too. I think all
No.
of that should land on Peter's head.
And
Maybe it lands on his shoe.
Tony, which bats would you say are within 3 squares of me?
I would
One
say
or both?
technically- Let's see. I would say any of the bats are within 3 squares of you because
Okay.
they're basically above you.
They are all under my divine sanction now and must attack
Oh.
me or fear the wrath of Bahamut.
All
I
right.
also forgot about Death Surge.
Do you want to do a Death Surge now?
Yeah, let's do some Death Surge.
Woo!
So how many are within burst 3 of the one that just died?
I think they're all within. It's a small elevator.
Great. Okay. So for this shadow bat, 22 versus
Yeah.
fortitude.
Let me just check. Yeah, really, yeah.
And for the fire bat, it's 21 versus fortitude.
Yeah, yep, okay. So they both have been intimidated by the death of their friend and beloved.
They have
bat
been,
coworker.
and they both take should I roll separate damage or together damage?
I think usually just together.
Okay, then 10 damage for each of them of psychic damage.
Okay, wow, a lot of psychic damage to bats today. That Shadow Hunter bat is in bad shape. The
shape.
fire bat is not bloodied yet, but has taken a lot of damage.
And everybody in the room, because it looks like we're all within burst 3, gain +2 power bonus to your attack rolls until the end of the next turn, and also gain 5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
All right.
Do temp hit points max out at your maximum, or do they go above it?
Nope. You can go above.
They don't stack, but whatever you,
Sweet.
But yeah, you can have.
Because I'm not 5 down, so because I
Nope.
only have the 3 bat damage on my head.
That's still, I mean, it was only 3 damage, but it was probably really embarrassing to get hit in the head with a bat.
It was worse than a
Dead
bat.
bats keep falling on my head.
Peter killed
right.
2 bats in that turn. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
That's true.
One just
Acrid.
through gravity.
Thank goodness Peter's head is so hard.
Mm-hmm.
So the fire bat's still flying around,
Oh.
or is it in melee range?
No, it's
Good.
unfortunately both of the 2 remaining bats, one Shadow Hunter bat, one fire
Hey.
bat, are far above you.
Hey,
So-
Tony.
Yeah.
Sorry. On for the Death Surge, actually, each of those bats also takes an extra 1 of damage because you updated the top of it, but not the flavor text. So it's actually
right.
1d8 plus 5.
Got it. So the 2 bats are flapping
good.
around far above you, Acrid.
I'm gonna take out my net,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try to net some bats.
All right. Shadow bat or fire bat?
I'll try I'll do the shadow bat because I worry
All right.
about the fire bat breathing fire on my net and destroying
Yeah.
my net, which would make me Acrid get sad about her net. Okay, so I'm gonna try to attack with a net.
Give me
I
a
don't know.
range basic against the shadow bat.
Okay, and does that get the bonus
I think so.
from Rizwin's?
Yeah,
I'll take it. +2, and that stacks with my +2 that I already get.
I think so.
Okay. Oh, this is just really sad. 10.
All right. You
Doesn't sound sad to me.
you throw your net up in the air and it lands on Peter's head.
I'm so sorry, Peter.
That was 10 damage.
All right. Acrid, anything else?
As a minor action, I'll take it off of Peter's head.
All right. Olestrian Quiverbottom,
Yes.
born to hunt bats. What would you like to do?
I would like to shoot some arrows at these bats. What do you
All
think of
right.
that?
Which bats?
I'm going to shoot at the fire bat because
All right.
he needs some arrows in him. That is better than my last ones. I got a +2 right now from the
Mhm.
Death Surge, right?
You also get to reroll if you miss.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to miss on that one because that is a 26 versus AC.
All right. You plug that fire bat with an arrow.
That first one will do.
Remember, it's your quarry already.
Nice. That will do 12 plus my quarry damage of 4, 16.
All right. That bat is very sad at this point.
And bloodied.
Yeah, and bloodied.
Okay. I'll use my second shot on the fire bat as well. That is higher.
All right.
I could do the math, but I'm not gonna.
That's the spirit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Take that, math.
I approve.
Suck at math. And that's 11.
All right. The fire bat is starting to kind of like bits of flames are kind of starting to deteriorate from its wings. It doesn't look as cohesive as it started.
Is it like kind of sparkly now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Flessa is
Sir,
totally
it's-
not going to attack that one. She doesn't want it to die.
It's disintegrating slowly in the air above you.
Maybe it'll sparkle even more if it dies.
Oh, see, if you say that out loud, then
Yeah. Lester, anything else?
No, I think that's good.
Flessa.
Boss, which one should I hit?
The less fiery one.
Okay. And then I will Sly Flourish
All right.
up at it. That is, let's see, 29, 30, 31.
Yes, Erica. 31.
56,
That's doing the
72.
math right there.
31 hits a bat.
I don't get sneak attack damage unless for some reason it was granting combat advantage that
I
I'm
don't
not
believe it
aware of.
is.
No. So then that is a mere 10 points of
It
pointy
is
damage.
enough. You slay another bat. It's going to land in XY
I hold my
coordinates.
dagger like directly up over my head.
It lands on Alestrin's head.
Nice.
Alestrin, acrobatics check.
Sure. Why not? Oh boy, that is a 14.
All right, you evade the bat. It splashes to the ground next to you.
I
Sorry,
dance out of the way.
Alestrin.
All right, what goes
Careful.
up must come back. The fire bat.
We're already in
next.
combat.
The fire bat is next and is the only opponent left. It has been divine sanctioned by Peter Dragonforge. It is still feeling the effects of nightmarish whispers, I believe.
Horrid whisper.
Horrid whispers. So the fire bat is going to attack Melik and Peter with its fiery touch. Peter. 8 versus reflex. Melik.
Miss.
Much more impressive. 21 versus reflex.
I will attempt to disrupt that.
Oh, thank you
All
very
right.
much.
I will tell you, it does
So-
fire damage, and you know what Melik probably resists? Fire
I
damage.
don't think I do.
This is-
Tieflings usually do because they have like infernal nature. Maybe you don't. Maybe you had to choose that and not. You had it as an option because you're a tiefling.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Resist fire 5 plus 1/2 level. So like
Yeah.
7.
You should be hugging fire bats left and right, but Alestrin is potentially disrupting it.
Yes, please.
Well, assuming that the Death Surge thing is still in play, that is a 23 versus armor class.
Yeah,
All
until the
right,
end of my
you-
next turn.
You hit the fire bat with an arrow as it swoops toward Melik. Roll damage.
It will do 11 damage.
All right, the fire bat is swooping in. You can see its reflection in Melik's eyes and in his orb, which is like an eye, really, except it's an orb that you hold. And your arrow sails across the battlefield, much too close to Peter Dragonforge's face.
Battlefield.
It hits the bat, and the bat basically disintegrates, and a bunch of bat flaming powdery essence
Ooh.
washes against Melik's face.
Yay!
Gross.
It's like an electric
Cool.
curling iron, except that it's an orb.
Melik, don't inhale that.
Ew.
Don't breathe
Sorry,
this.
what?
Pretty.
Will this bat blend is my question.
I mean, it basically already did.
Well, tune
so.
in next time to find out. Same bat time, same bat channel.
All right. The elevator is quiet for a couple minutes as you take a short rest.
Yes,
The
please.
elevator grinds.
I'd like to imagine that the last bat dies and then everybody's just like, just beep,
Bless us,
as
sit
we
down.
go up. Silence.
Mm.
Does anybody
I'm-
need
I'm
a
hurting.
healing word?
Well, I mean, if we're taking a short rest, I can just use some healing surges. Although I suppose I'd get some bonus healing if you wanted to give me a healing word. I would appreciate it.
Yeah, totally. I mean, are you down more than your healing surge?
Oh yeah,
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
not by a lot, but a little.
I think Flessa got the one
I was
particularly
almost
nasty
bloodied
bat hit.
for. I was
Mm.
almost bloodied for a while there.
Okay. Yeah. You can spend a healing surge, and you also get 5 additional hit points.
Thank you.
All right.
Of course.
It feels like you have been sitting on this elevator platform for hours as it continues to grind steadily toward up further and further. But I guess you were very far down.
This
Marie-
is the third time I've heard Seasons in the Sun since we've been on this elevator.
Jeez, it's like playing Mass Effect 1 in here.
It seems like many
Reference
hours.
acknowledged.
Murray insists that it's only just been a couple of minutes.
I didn't finish
he's like
Mass
that.
Effect 1, but I know the elevators are very slow.
I'm
Well,
actually
Murray
going
is
through it for the
humming
very
along
first
to
time
pieces in the
today.
sun. He has no room to talk.
And eventually, though, you've just been staring up this seemingly endless shaft for hours. When it looks like there's finally a ceiling within sight, you can see within view of the flickering light of your torches a stone ceiling with a steel door built into it above
Oh my god, I'm
you.
gonna hit the
I
ceiling.
hope it doesn't keep on
Charlie,
going. Yeah.
Are
The
there bloody
elevator
stains on the
keeps
ceiling?
on going up.
Oh no.
Great.
I use
Uh,
Mage
Open the
Hand to
door.
open the door.
All right. The door opens and you can see. Give me a perception check.
Oh God. Okay.
You get
Hang
a
on.
plus something to perception because you're by me.
Oh, well, that'll be nice.
+1.
Plus 1.
13.
Okay. I have to. It's okay. +1, so
Akrid rolled a 9.
Mhm.
15.
15.
I gotta
Change
Malik,
dice.
it looks like there is not a dungeon above you, but some kind of constructed building above you in terms of like a room. You see wood beams overhead.
Flessa got an 18. Is there anything sparkly?
There does not seem to be anything sparkly above
Okay.
you.
Flessa stops looking.
Does it seem like the elevator's just going to
close-
squish us? Is what?
It does seem like the elevator is going to come very close to this this steel door. Though the door itself, the elevator is probably 20 feet by 20 feet. The elevator is the door. Sorry, the elevator is 20 feet by 20 feet, right? The door is 15 feet by 15 feet. So, and Melik has opened it.
I'm
Did-
planning to dive through the door when we get to it.
Yeah.
All right.
All squeezed together.
I did get a roll a
One
crit on
square.
my perception check if there's anything extra.
All right. You all scamper out of the elevator into what appears to be a warehouse. Rizwin, you look
Wait, what
around
house?
and a warehouse.
Where?
Who's
There.
whose
Who
house?
The
How
warehouse.
house? Rizwin, you look around and you realize you are in a very large warehouse. It looks like the kind of thing you might find in the docks quarter of Waterdeep. You are also the first to realize that you are not alone. You scramble to your feet as the elevator slides into place, and there are several bird-like figures hanging out in this warehouse. One of them is like 5 feet away from you and looking at you with a look
Two of them are.
surprise.
Oh, hey.
These strange bird creatures, you can see several of them throughout the warehouse near you. They have beaks and crow-like faces. They've got kind of weird, strange arms that are both kind of wing-like, but a little bit more arm-like. They do have hands, and they are garbed in kind of simple, burlappy-looking clothing. Several of them carry clubs and daggers.
We're here for the sandwich delivery.
The strange bird creature next to you, Rizwin, yells, "Intruders!"
We can
That's
leave.
us.
Sorry, can you repeat that again? What was
I
that?
think it wants the Italian with no onions.
Oh.
I hold up one of these Smurgle flyers that I definitely canonically carry a lot.
Yes.
Yep. Mhm.
Smurgle sandwich shop.
All
Did
right.
anybody
Set
order
off.
delivery?
They're gonna roll initiative. It's up to you what you guys want to do.
I, will
I think
also
I'm just
roll
gonna
initiative.
leave. I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
We're all near Akrid, so it's a +2.
I rolled
+2.
cool.
Nice.
Oh, that means I get +4. So I have 24.
Wait, how many pluses do we get from you, Akrid? Is it
Two.
+1
Two.
or +2?
Is 2. 1 second. I think it might have gone to 3. But I think it might. 1 sec. Let me. Wow.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun.
Sorry.
Thanks, Steve.
That
It's
song is on
+3.
20 more explosive fantastic.
It's now
Measures.
3.
Yeah, it's +3. So I'm actually
boom.
16.
That's why it was. That's
Oh,
why it
plus
came
three,
to mind
oh.
so readily. Also, it's a great song. Thank you, Terry Jacks, for teaching us how to love again.
How to live and love again. Love and live
Wow,
again.
Melik.
Dong, 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 dong.
Sorry, if it's half my level plus my charisma, and I'm now 5, is it round up?
I think it's
Then
almost
it's
always
plus-
round down.
Rounds down. I think.
Okay, forget about it. Still 3.
Goodbye,
All
my
right.
friends. It's
Um,
bye.
It looks like everybody put in their initiative order. There are several types of horrible bird monsters in this warehouse with different titles and ranks within their bird organization. We're going to move at different places in the initiative. Wow. Flessa and Melik rolled a 30?
I got a plus 12.
Wow.
I start
All
with
right.
a plus 7, so.
So you can see the map okay. You can see that there's the elevator kind of shaft with a big steel door that you climbed out of. Probably they were not expecting company, but there are several bird creatures throughout here. Let me reveal a little bit more of the map based on where you popped out.
Is one of them named Harvey? So I want to know if he got that thing I sent him.
One of them's named Big.
Reference acknowledged. So,
Also,
all
I
right.
think
Is
that movie
everyone
overrated.
happy with what they can see relative to where their characters popped out?
Well, I'm not sure I'm happy about it, but
Does everyone feel like that's reasonable?
like, what
I'm
is
in the
happening
back,
in
so
the
I'm
corner?
good.
All right. So, Flessa, you are first. You are standing by the steel door that has now clanged shut to the elevator shaft. There's several bird creatures near you and your friend Rizwin here, and then many more throughout the warehouse.
I have had a very long day.
Yeah.
This elevator ride seemed like it took forever, so I'm just gonna run up in the face of this one here
Mhm.
and try to dazing strike.
Yep.
See how that goes. That's a 1.
So you trip on some
Yep.
bird refuse and slip and don't quite dazing strike the strange bird standing in front of you. It sneers at you with its mean, cruel beak
Well, I'm
and
gonna
waves
try
a
to
club menacingly.
I'm gonna try to make it look like I did that on purpose, because the
Mhm.
next thing I'm gonna do is a low slash, and since I tripped, I make it look like I was just aiming for
Okay.
its ankles
Good
this whole
feint.
time.
The bird goes, "Ah!" and you do a low slash near its ankles.
It's more of a
Right.
toad than a bird, really.
That is a 26 versus reflex.
You lop off one of its wretched little bird feet, and it hits the ground.
Oh, okay.
Quickly.
Minions.
Ah.
Oh, all right.
I look around and I say, "Who's laughing now?"
You got something for minions, Melik?
I got a few things for minions. I had a fireball.
Melik, you stand near the shaft for the elevator. You now realize that of the probably, good dozen or so birds standing around this warehouse looking at you threateningly, some of them are more threatening than others.
Oh, which ones are more threatening?
Let me see. I think all the ones that you can see look like they're probably minions. I tried to use color coding for the ones that are not, but I don't think you
Okay.
can see very many of them yet.
Well, they're unpleasantly spread out.
Yeah, sorry.
So
It is
I'm
unpleasant.
They were just hanging out here.
just going to move over to here and magic missile. Let's say this one that's in Rizwin's face.
All right. And that just hits, right?
Yeah.
So a magic missile whizzes across the warehouse, zip-zop, and hits that bird in the back of the neck.
Yeah, that'll do.
All right. Let's see. The bird creatures are next. Let me look at what this guy can do.
Look at what I can do. The suspense is killing me.
Sorry, I'm just reading your complicated
And
stat
then the
block.
birds will do that.
I take 5 damage from suspense.
All right. A slightly more elderly-looking bird creature pokes its head out from around the warehouse shelves here and takes in the scene. He looks rather severe. His crow feathers are a little bit more they're taking on kind of a gray and even in a couple places kind of white look. He looks like he's got a lot of scars. He's got an eye patch, which let me tell you, that is inconvenient when your eyes are on opposite sides of your heads. His beak is all chipped and flaky, and he looks around and he starts barking orders in a very strange voice. Seize the intruders! None shall get out of here alive. Kill every last one! His voice seems to change for different orders, and he readies
Oh,
a
cool.
sling.
That's convenient for you.
These are
He
Kenku.
readies some people know how Kenku work, some people don't. He readies a sling, and I guess Peter Dragonforge is the most opportune target here based on where he is. He fires a sling across with a mean-looking rock in it at Peter Dragonforge. Peter Dragonforge, someone is throwing a rock at you for 16 versus AC.
It misses.
It blanks off your shield as you stand behind your Dragonforge Bahamut shield. All right, Rizwin, you are next. There are birds nearby.
I wish I had something good for lots of things.
For lots of birds.
Lots of birds. I'm not good at scaring off birds. I really wasn't expecting to be in a Hitchcock film. Can I guess I will walk over here and try and smash this one.
All right.
With Soliner's hammer.
There are several birds that have just kind of like stood up. It looks like they were enjoying a nice midday meal at a little table here, perhaps some kind of break. There's little plates with seeds on them at the table, and you whack that bird to the side of the face with Soliner's hammer.
25 versus AC.
He hits the ground.
Okay, I don't need to roll damage. It's 2d6.
No, they're
7.
minions. So cool. Minions go down in one hit.
Cool. Death Surge. I keep forgetting about that. So everything within 3 squares, which I think includes this one, of this guy. So it's going to include Flessie. You're going to get the bonus. This guy is going to get some and 2 may get psychic damage.
Right.
So it's going to be versus Fortitude.
All right, roll Fortitude versus birds.
18 versus Fortitude for this one.
Yep. That hits.
26 versus Fortitude for the other one.
All right. 2 more birds drop to the ground, their feathery arms clutching at their heads as they are ravaged with psychic damage from the death surge that Rizwin has delivered from murdering a bird with a hammer. 3 birds in 1 turn. Pretty good.
Yeah. Flessa, you get +5 temporary hit points and also +2 to power bonus to attack rolls until the end of my next turn.
I already wrote it down.
All
I
right.
love it.
All set, Rizwin?
I am all set.
All right. Melik, something in the stack of crates and barrels next to you, you see like a glint and a dagger whizzes out of the shelves at you.
He's attacked by a wedding registry.
A glinting shiny dagger.
What about it?
I'm looking at math.
Oh, that's fun. I get it.
It looks into you.
Let's
as well.
see. That is going to be a 23 versus armor class.
23, huh?
Yeah.
Well, here's my... Oh, that's only a +4 if I shield. Okay. That will hit me. I am going to use Infernal Wrath, though.
All right, let me roll damage, and then you'll do Infernal Wrath. So you will take 7 damage, and then I'll give you a bigger number in a second.
What?
It does sneak attack damage. 10, 15 damage as a dagger catches you in the arm.
Ow. Okay. Well, funny thing about attacking tieflings when they remember, you take 11 fire damage just exploding on your face.
And I think by hitting you, this creature has revealed its location to you. You can see a sneaky looking bird hiding in the shelves here. So it just takes 11 damage. You don't have to attack it.
No.
All right, there is the smell of rotisserie chicken.
Did the pile of crates and barrels it's standing on also burst into flames?
I don't think so. I think it only like his enemy is kind of cooked from inside.
I mean,
it locks the juices in.
You know, that's good. It's going to be extremely succulent.
Well, it does say burst 10, although only the one thing takes damage. But there's a huge explosion by the way.
Well, the burst 10 is mainly it has to be within 10 of you if he had been throwing a dagger from further apart.
Just say range 10 then. I want to see a huge explosion that only one person takes damage from.
All right.
I mean, it looks pretty cool. This is like maybe at least 12% of the reason Flessa is still hanging around with you.
Something similar happens to Alestrin.
What?
Yeah.
That can't be right.
Well, let's see. I don't know if I've targeted a Lestrin in a long, long time, so I have no ideas if this is going to hit or not. This is going to be 16 versus armor class.
That's a miss.
All right, a dagger hits the ground near your feet. Because it didn't hit, you are not entirely sure where the target is, but somebody is throwing daggers at you from the piles of crates and barrels behind you.
Well, that seems rude. Have I spotted the guy that exploded brightly?
The one that Melik hit, I think, is now a visible target.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And you know that there's somebody behind you. You, on your turn, could attempt a perception check to see him, but he is hidden. Speaking of Alestrin's turn, it is Alestrin's turn.
And that one in the crates was capable of taking 11 damage without getting bloodied, so he
Yes.
seems like a likely target. And the good news is that's the closest one I can see, so he is now my quarry. That's 2. Count him 2. So I'm going to take a shot at that fellow.
I'm sorry. The one you can see is your quarry. Okay. I will say he has pretty good cover because he's in the crates.
Does he now?
Yeah, I would in fact say
To
he
what
probably
tune?
has I think he has superior cover, which is
-5.
Yeah. He was basically had an improvised arrow slit that he was throwing daggers at Melik with.
Dagger slit.
Interesting. Well, in that case, I will kick off my Bracers of Archery's daily power that ignores cover on my next attack this turn.
Nice.
Or a crossbow.
You're going to use a crossbow this time just to mix it up?
Well, no, I'm going to use a bow.
Oh.
But the option to use a crossbow is there, so that's nice to have.
You don't have a crossbow.
Yeah, boy. Let's see. And since this guy seems like kind of a jerk, I'm going to use a 2-fang strike against him. So 2 arrows
right.
coming your way, Chief. So only one of these attacks will be without cover. And that is a 23 versus armor class.
Your arrow whistles through the crates and finds your target.
Excellent. That will do 13 damage with the quarry damage.
Wow. Alestrin's actually pretty dangerous when Steve remembers how he works.
Which is always. Sometimes I just like to make it more challenging for myself. So here comes another shot. This one will have cover because I believe only my first attack is, nor cover on my next attack. So unless, because this is a 2-fang strike, no, I think I have to roll 2 attacks for this. Yeah, 2 attacks. So, all right. So this one has a -5 to it, you say?
Yep.
Good thing I rolled a 26. So it's a 21 versus
All right.
AC?
Another arrow hits this Kenku hiding in a pile of crates.
And that will do 12 damage.
This
Plus,
Kenku is severely injured. Plus,
it is cut off, so I can't read it. Okay, if both attacks hit, deal extra damage equal to my wisdom modifier.
I thought you had applied an attack to the Kenku the Kenku is cut off and it's now being penalized in some way.
No,
if both attacks hit,
he cannot access that trust fund he's been relying on.
Yeah.
So he'll take additional
man.
damage equal to my wisdom modifier, which, contrary to most people's beliefs, is actually a +3. So 3 more damage for you.
That seems unlikely. All right. Anything else?
Should I do something else? Nah, I think I'm good.
I think so too.
What a nice thing to say.
So, over in the corner of the warehouse, there seems like there was a little kind of little office by the main door to the warehouse, and suddenly that door bursts open. It almost falls off its hinges, and the burliest, biggest looking bird you've ever seen kind of comes out of there.
Everybody, I'm here from Sesame Street.
I'm a chicken hawk.
Imagine, see, this bird is not like Big Bird because this is a bird with significant upper body strength. Imagine Big Bird, but his proportions are inverted. This is a bird with comically large, burly bird arms.
Abcadef, Jekyll, Monochrostulexes.
Yay.
It's a weird
and let's
battle
see.
cry.
Yeah.
Come at me, bird.
Nice. Well, let's see. This bird, I think, is basically he has kicked the door off his hinges and he just charges.
This bird rules.
With like, does he have like little
Look at him
bird-like
go.
claw feet, which make little
Yeah,
on the ground?
Why aren't you flying, idiot?
This bird rampages across the room, swinging a huge great axe around its bird head.
It's okay.
Not so great.
It's the bird makes noises like a train engine as it does this.
Yeah.
I would like to be clear with its mouth. Chugga, 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 chugga.
Oh, I'm such a fan of this bird.
Let's kill it.
We should probably keep this bird.
Sign up with him. We're now
Just need to
Giant
clip
Bird
its
and
wings.
Associates.
How
All
do you
right.
feel about working at
And
a
speaking
sandwich shop?
of changing employment, the bird swings its great axe at your current
It's so
employer, namesake, I don't know, leader, Peter Dragonforge. All right. 21 versus AC, Peter Dragonforge.
Nope.
Clang off of your shield, but you feel somewhat rattled. Maybe? I don't know. Intimidated? Impressed? Excited by
Hungry?
this giant bird hitting you with a battle axe. Well, not hitting you, hitting near you. Speaking of Peter Dragonforge, it is your turn. You are toe to toe with a big, meaty bird.
Yeah.
This is the stat block I use for this is a berserker. I am reskinning it as a birdserker.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Hurrah.
He is, just to paint the picture, this is a big He-Man of a bird. His head is still slightly
And
smaller.
Skeletor is his enemy.
Yeah, around his thick, meaty neck. He's covered with feathers. He is wielding a great axe. He's got like a bandolier across his big, muscular bird chest full of little hand axes to throw at you. And he looks like he is just having the best day of his life. Finally, someone has broken into his warehouse so he can attack them.
Best and last.
Yeah.
All right. I shine with divine radiance that sears him with and commands his respect of the radiance of Bahamut.
Crisps the skin. Just right.
Majestic halo. 22 versus AC.
I think that's going to hit, but let me just check.
While you're near
Yeah.
him, you might want to apply some sort of a rub.
All right. You have hit the birdserker.
That's your answer to everything.
It is.
All right. I have hit the berserker. So many dice. Do I have all the dice for this? I don't even know.
Not enough dice. Consider dice by Peacock.
Stop the humanoid. Stop the intruder.
Ooh.
There's your
Lestrin
bird
should be
reference.
singing it's the bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. The bird, bird, bird.
Pow, 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 pow,
The
pow,
other
pow,
birds
pow.
are all kind of appreciatively, bobbing their heads in tune.
Kenku are good background singers.
21
Yeah.
damage.
What? The birdserker is severely not taken down, but injured by your attack. His bird voice goes, "Wowee!"
The best.
So I don't know if you guys have encountered
Best
Kenku
bird
before.
ever.
Kenku
I have, yeah.
are bird-like creatures. I had the joy of running an adventure for Dan Morin, who played a Kenku player character, which is challenging because the big thing about Kenku is they can't talk. Well, it's not that they can't talk. They don't have a language of their own. They can only imitate things that they have heard other people say.
Yeah,
So
Scott did a Kenku in a Total
Yeah.
Party Kill. at
So
one
they're
point.
basically like they're like millennials who only communicated pop culture references. So
Scott played a
Matt.
Kenku in the one shot I ran, and he had an
Yes.
actual soundboard set up.
Yeah, it was
yes, I
amazing.
know he
That's
used.
so
Didn't he use something
cute.
I said as in the soundboard?
Yes.
Yeah, he stole part of my identity for that. So yes,
And your soul.
yeah. All right, Peter, you all set?
All set.
Akrid, you are next. You stand by the edge of the elevator shaft. There is a Kenku berserker not very far away, and many other Kenku around you. You see Kenku minions lurking in the warehouse. There's a Kenku sneak, hiding in the barrels and crates nearby. Who will you attack?
So is it okay if I move over here to attack the Berserker Kenku
Yeah.
guard? dodge?
Actually, here's the thing. I don't think there's a path to get on the other side of the berserker because of where crates are. Let me say, if you move past him, he's going to take a swipe at you.
We can shield
I'll
around
take the
him,
risk. I'll go around him. I'm
Are
fine.
you really taking my sweet flanking spot?
Oh, sorry. Can I go back?
Flanking spots are
Is that okay?
shared, friends.
Is that okay? Is here okay? I'll be
You might want,
fine.
if you're not going to flank, you might want to just go to there.
1 second, let me count. No, I would much rather be here.
All right. I will say that in order to get there, you had to move through a square that was next to him and keep going. Did you sanction him?
I did.
Peter? Oh, so if he swings at Acrid, he'll take he'll take damage from you.
He will.
You know what? He is a berserker. He does not care.
Mhm.
All right. He swings. Also, if he gets bloodied, he gets more badass. He swings with his great axe at Acrid. Acrid, I got a 22 versus armor class.
I'm going to take
21.
a shot at disrupting that strike.
Can you do that on? I guess you could, right?
Yeah, it's an immediate.
All right. This is complicated because it's like
first
it's
in, last
literally
out.
it's Acrid's turn. Acrid attempts to move. A bird swings at Acrid. Is it damage if it hits,
Pretty impressive looking.
or is it damage for attacking?
Damage for attacking.
All right. Alestrid, give us the attack roll for disrupting the berserker.
Yeah, that's a 28 versus AC.
All right. The bird takes his eyes off of Peter. He swings his axe in the direction of Acrid, and an arrow catches him in the back of the shoulder from someone, probably
To the
Alestrid.
tune of 9 damage.
All right, 9 damage.
And
does that disrupt his attack?
yes, it will take a penalty to its attack roll equal to 3 plus my wisdom modifier, which, as I previously mentioned, is 3. So minus 6 to that 21.
All right,
misses.
21 minus 6 is 15 versus armor class. So I don't think that hits you, right, Acrid?
Nope.
And Peter, for attacking, he takes some divine damage.
Yes, 7 radiant damage.
The berserker has somehow been
Die from
bloodied
nothing.
before Acrid has even attacked. The berserker tilts his head back and goes,
Wow, he's got a lot of hit points. Dang.
He's a berserker.
Yeah.
enough.
Acrid, that was not even your turn. That was
I
just
haven't
your
even gone
movement.
yet. I haven't even rolled. I just
No.
walked around and this.
You
he
walked
just
around.
takes-
That triggered like 4 things happened. You basically baited the berserker into getting hit twice.
I carry seeds in my pockets. That's the thing, right? I'm going to use Warlord's Favor.
Pocket seeds.
Oh, thank God! I finally think I hit 24.
Yeah, Warlord's Favor.
First time. It's the first time I've hit today. And I do 11 plus 5, 16 points of damage.
Oh no, my berserker, my favorite, my dear bird child, has taken a lot of damage here. This is not good for him.
Plus, everyone that's within 5 squares of me gets a +2 bonus to attack rolls against the target until the end of my turn.
I think
I
that
love
is
my dead bird son.
Peter, Melik, and Rizwin are within 5 of you.
Good.
I think Fless is 6 away.
Yeah, I am.
Awesome. What am I getting?
I think you get +2
Plus
to your
2
next attack.
to attack.
2, 3, 4, 5.
You got the Warlord's Favor, Fortune, one of those.
Lovely.
All right.
And I'm going to cast my Dragon Breath as a minor action.
All right.
And let's roll this, baby. Bahama, help me.
I think it's
And
actually
that
plus
is-
3. Just FYI. Because
Pardon me?
It says the bonus is 1 plus your intelligence modifier, and your intelligence modifier is 2. So that should be everybody
Ooh.
gets a +3. Because you have
Okay.
tactical presence.
Oh,
Cannon.
love it. Oh, yes. Sorry. There we go. Let me add that. It's written improperly then. Change it to a 3.
That's everybody
Yeah,
within a
you're
certain
right.
distance of her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
+3. Okay, perfect. I roll an 18. Sorry, 19 on my Dragon Breath.
You
against reflex.
spray your acid breath on this berserker, and he
No, I'm
sizzles.
aiming it towards the 5. Wait, I'll just This
How
one,
far is the range on acid?
5. That's what I
5?
used as my bonus to my feet. It's
She's got
a
it.
blast
Wow.
5.
I think you can hit all 3 of those
Yes.
Kenku. All right. So you rolled 18.
Yes.
Roll them one at a time, so that'll hit the one
Okay.
closest to you. This
So
target's reflex, right?
18, 27,
Hit.
and a 17.
All right. 3 Kenku ruffians hit the ground as acid bursts forth in a very large square from Acrid. Were you always able to do that, or is this a level 5 thing?
No,
it's been
I
a
had
while.
this for a little while.
Okay, I didn't remember it being so big. So three of the
That's a
Kenku
lot.
are coated in acid and sizzling. One of them goes, "I'm melting!" As they're just gonna
movie fan.
pool. Yeah, they're into classics. Pools of simmering melted bird monsters where once were 3 Kenku ruffians. Wow, big turn, Acrid.
I'm done.
All right.
I'm not slowed anymore, right?
I don't think so. I think that was
Okay,
like
good.
2 fights ago. Here, sorry,
Just
I
wanna make
left
sure.
that.
No, I just want to.
I think that was Melik's Maze of Mirror. That was like 10 hours ago. All right. So I have a bunch of Kenku ruffians. You have gotten many of them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and that one's going to come around there. So the flocks of Kenku are appearing from the woodwork. They're coming
Flock
from
them.
around corners.
Yeah, I'll stand together like that. Good idea.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
No, I like it.
Good. It's good.
Let's get the flocks out of here.
Unfortunately, the Kenku do not
Star Trek
have
guy.
any ranged weapons. These little guys just have clubs, so they're going to
Go
come
clubbing.
in swinging. It looks like I've got 2 Kenku that have dropped down and are going to attack Alestrin. 2 are going to attack Melik, and 3 are going to attack Acrid. Let me do this. So 3 versus Acrid. 13 critical and 21.
Miss.
The 21 misses.
If mine's 21, so does that?
Tie goes to the attacker. You are going to take 8 club damage twice, so 16 damage total.
We had 5 temporary hit points for something. Was that before the?
I think that was last.
Yeah,
fight.
that was
last
I
fight.
think that
was last
No.
fight. That only Flessa and I have the temporary hit points this fight.
I think if enough time passes, they fade away.
Yeah, it's
The
after
end
a
of my
short
next
rest.
turn.
Oh, is it? No.
But I think
Uh,
a turn. But there was time between fights, so I think they faded.
Yeah. So the temporary hit points only last till the end of the fight. Their encounter.
Yeah. Melik, 13 versus armor class and 25 versus armor class.
The 25 will hit me.
Kenku ruffian wallops you on the side of the head. You are kind of seeing stars. You take 8 damage. The Kenku leans back and goes, "Ding dong."
I am bloodied.
Bloodied by ruffians. Alestrin, 2
Creatures' temporary
Kenku.
hit points last until they are reduced to 0 or until the creature takes a rest.
I
We
think
took
you
a
take
short rest in the
Oh, we did
elevator.
take a short rest. Rats. Okay.
That's
We
okay.
took a
I'll
long
get.
rest before we had that.
Alestrin,
Sure.
10 versus armor class
That's a
and
miss.
22 versus armor class.
That's a hit.
He wallops you really hard in the ribs for 8 club damage.
Okay.
All right, Flessa.
All right. Well, because Acrid moved in, I don't even have to do any fancy tumbling. I can just run right up to this guy.
All right, the Berserker is flanked by you and Acrid.
Being flanked. And I am still kind of embarrassed about that last turn. So I'm just going to try to perforate this guy with a bloodbath.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So that is a... Let's see. I still have my +2 power bonus, correct?
Yep.
All right. So that is 24 to hit.
You stab him square between the wings in his back.
Technically, don't you have +4 because for me and then also from Acrid?
Flanking. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
Hurrah!
be good.
All right, so it does. Oops. Nope, that's right. 6, 7, 8 points of regular damage, and then I get my sneak attack.
All right, put the 8 in.
Which is 12.
The berserker, his head kind of rotates around on his neck to look at you, and he says, "Oh no!" and he hits the
Oh
ground.
man!
Yeah.
He was going to take 12 points of ongoing damage. Rats.
Let me just check in with people. We
There's
are
not much more ongoing damage than death. So.
It's the most ongoing.
we are. I think we are at an hour. But do you want to try and finish this fight and thus finish the adventure and the session and
Yes.
everything?
Yes,
Is that
very
well?
much.
Is that okay with everybody's time and
Yep.
Yeah.
things? Okay.
I've got
Yes.
nothing going
Yeah.
on, dude.
All right.
I was
All
gonna
right.
go. I was gonna go continue playing Mass Effect 1. Oddly enough,
Nice.
that's my day.
So, Flessa, you've done a move. You've done an action. Do you have anything else?
Sadly, I really wish that I had another minor action because I feel like that did not look cool enough
Okay.
to make up.
Killed the berserker.
I know, but I just wanted it to look even better. But that's fine. That's fine. Yep, I'm done.
Melik, there are Kenku minions all around you.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, I am feeling poorly, but I'm going to target grasping shadows here.
Mm-hmm.
So it hits the two guys right next to me.
Yep.
So here comes an attack, which will be d20 plus 9 plus 2, I guess. 24 on the first one, 13 on the second one. This is versus Will.
Versus Will. The 13 does not hit. The 24 does.
Okay.
So he's a minion, so this does damage. So he just goes down, right?
Yes.
Is there an effect on the one that got missed?
Yes. Any creature that enters, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God, it's so long. Shadows
Yeah.
writhe in the designated area and continue until the end of your next
And
turn.
only in the designated area.
Yes.
The shadows are very concerned about zoning.
Any creature that enters the area will take psychic damage equal to my intelligence modifier and will be slowed. And
Okay.
that is mildly relevant because it is a 3x3 square that the bloodied guy in the books might wander into.
Okay.
I don't know how to draw a box in Roll20.
I can do it.
Can you?
I can try.
That's
You
the
did
one.
it.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Next up is the ringleader, the leader of this warehouse gang. He's the one with the most complicated stat block.
Why wasn't the berserker in charge?
Yeah, like he should
The
be leader.
berserker is the muscle. This is the brain.
Nah,
He's
berserker's
heard
cooler.
lots and lots and lots of things said over
All
the
right.
years.
The ringleader boldly strides forward, and he sees Acrid standing over his fallen berserker. He says, "How could you?" And he pulls out from
Well,
his satchel
I never.
a long spiked chain that he whirls over his head and lashes out at Acrid with.
Does he almost hit his people? I'm just wondering.
Almost. It does have reach, though. So the birds hit the ground as if they know this is coming. 23 versus AC. Acrid.
Okay.
All right. This does 4, 5, 9 damage as the chain catches one of your arms, and you have been marked by the Kenku ringleader.
Ooh.
Just looking at his other horrible things that he can do. Okay. Rizwin, lots of Kenku around.
Yeah. Sadly, Death Surge is only an encounter power, so that's not going to happen again now. But I can go smash the face in of I don't know, this guy right here.
All right, you run up to one of the minions hanging out by Acrid and wallop him, or attempt to wallop him. An attempted walloping.
Solinor's hammer, 21
That's a
versus AC.
walloping.
Wallop,
Mhm.
wallop.
And he's a minion, so he's dead, right?
The Kenku says, "It is a good day to die," and slumps to the
Eh.
ground.
Nerd.
I'm gonna cast a healing word on Melik. So last I checked, he was bloodied.
Yes, I was. Thank you.
You get an extra 3 to your healing surge.
Oh, thank you
right.
very much.
And I also get 3. Not that it matters because I'm already still at full health.
I should point out that if you didn't use it in our previous fight, you would have an action point to everybody. So
That's
and you
true.
get another one after this, and we're almost
Oh,
done. So use
well,
your
then-
action points.
I will use my action point. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hit this guy too.
More
All
walloping.
right, you've hammered one bird in the face. You've cast a healing word, and then you're like, "Well, hammering birds is pretty good. Well, let's hammer another bird."
18 with my bonus and Acrid's bonus versus AC.
Oh, you deliver a devastating like uppercut with a hammer. The
Sweet.
bird is lifted into the ground and hits and then hits back on the ground, and he says, "Dulce et decorum est pro patria mori."
Really?
Yeah.
All right. I think that.
Then he says, "Kiss my grits."
Yeah.
Boy, movie night at Kenku Land was
It was wild.
Yeah.
a tradition.
That's everything I got. Action
Kenku's
point
run
is
the
only an
best.
extra standard action. It's
Yeah,
not like an
only a-
extra minor, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And you
then
do get 3 hit points if you happen to have been injured.
yes, but I did not happen to be injured.
All right.
Thank you. I'm done.
The Kenku sneaks are next. These are the Kenku assassins hiding in the shelves, looking for opportunities to slide daggers between your ribs. Melik, you know that you are being hunted by this Kenku sneak. He is not quite as intimidating now that you know where he is. He throws a let's see. He throws a dagger at you. 22 versus armor class.
I will use shield to raise my armor class to 22.
Blink. The dagger bounces off of your shield. Alestrin, another dagger sails through the air near your head.
Hmm.
That is almost a critical. That is a 28.
That will hit.
All right, let's see. You didn't see this one coming. So it is going to do 10 plus 2d4 plus something. Ouch, 18 damage as it catches you in your archery arm.
Wow. That means I'm
But
bloody.
you now know
Oh.
where that Kenku is hiding in the boxes there.
I just realized I have more hit points than I thought I did because I
'Cause
didn't
you're
look
level
at that
5?
on. Yeah.
Woo.
Good job. All right, Alestrin, it is your turn. You just took some damage. That's unusual.
Yeah, I'm bloodied.
And there's 2 Kenku with clubs standing right next to you.
Seems rude of them. Where was this the dude that threw the dagger at me?
Can you see? I realize he's kind of the same color as the map, but
Oh, he's
like,
back
behind.
there. That's a great
Do you want
place.
me to like make him a different color with that?
That's all right. I can see him now.
Okay.
I just
He
that area
blends
was,
in.
was dark.
I put a brown bird next to a brown crate, and he,
Yeah, never put a brown bird next to a brown crate. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, that's just life advice.
All right, so I'm going to, for my move action, I'm going to use Invigorating Stride, which allows me to shift 3 squares. 1,
Very good.
3,
Invigorating retreat.
and allows me to use a Healing Surge. And it's actually my second wind, so I'm going to use a Healing Surge. And I have +2 bonuses to all my defenses until the start of my next turn. With that Healing Surge, I am no longer bloodied. And I am going to...
You still have that one far on the other side of the room as your quarry, because it was your quarry at the time.
Yeah, I know. There's not much point in me making the minions my quarry, so I'm just going to leave him as is. But I am going to take 2 shots. These are going to target. Do I target the sneak or the guy who's probably got less? We'll start by targeting the sneak.
All right. He also
And-
has superior cover because he's in the crates.
Are the other guys in the crates?
No, I'll say the minions are just standing on top of boxes because they had to hit you with melee range.
All right.
But
So in that case, I'm going to make
sneak
my.
back in the crates was freeing daggers.
All right. So I'm going to make my first shot against this sneak in the bottom right. And I'm going to make it with a firestorm arrow.
Oh. You get those at Snick and Snack. Adventure Outfitters.
That's right.
Wow, don't give away the whole point of that adventure that we ran. Steve bought some arrows. There was negotiating for arrow prices. You've seen it now.
Some bad
There
negotiating.
was also a dragon.
There
Sort
was
of.
a dragon. We don't ever talk about the dragon. We just talk about the shopping trip.
The shopping was really the highlight.
Yeah.
That one's a critical fail. Fortunately, I have elven accuracy. So we'll try that again with a +2.
Didn't you also get granted by Rizwin a reroll?
That
was
was
the
a
previous fight.
while
Oh, that was a
ago.
while ago. Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
That
this
was
fight.
last fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was last fight.
So-
Sorry.
That's barely better. That is a, I get a prime shot because nobody's closer. So that's 8 plus, it's 18 actually.
18 hits.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry, which one was this? Was one of the minions?
This is the frontal minion here.
All right.
So there's no point in rolling damage for him, but
Nope.
I will roll some fire damage. That's going to take out that other minion next to him, by the way.
All right.
All right.
So there is an explosion of fire in this warehouse. Guys, just to point out, you are now in Waterdeep. This is not a dungeon. Property damage is a crime. So
Just add it to our list.
Is it a crime to attack people who just open a door?
Technically, you guys did break into their warehouse.
Oh.
And
just-
they attacked us.
I'm
And
just saying.
We were
You
just
know-
delivering sandwiches.
We really didn't break so much as it just floated into their warehouse.
I am not going to be your public defender on this one. You will be assigned the very best goblin public defender available to you. So, you know,
Flessa will be
But-
listening very
but
Plus,
just-
I can at least talk
muttering.
to them.
and that goblin is going to advise you to plea bargain because the facts are not in your favor. Right now, it looks like you broke into just a humble bird business and, you know, and caused some trouble.
What,
If
do you
there's
So-
nobody left alive to sue,
what do you
Well-
think the berserker's job was in the warehouse?
Accounting mainly. Yeah.
Mouncer?
Lifting heavy things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
So,
stacked
so
boxes.
fire splashes throughout the crates, including, I assume, hitting the Kenku sneak. Is
It
that what
does.
you're getting at, Alestrin?
That sneak will take 4 fire damage.
All
And
right.
probably also the crates he's standing on, since
The
this is
crates
actually-
are melted as well. And there is the smell of burnt barley and
Nice.
you
I
know-
mean, is he not
goes well with
standing on a
chicken soup.
burning crate right now, where he might take ongoing damage if he doesn't move?
let's find out. I'm gonna roll a saving throw for him. He avoids being standing on a crate that's currently
Well,
on
it's
fire.
really the crate that should be saving Tony.
Well, I've rolled a saving throw. See.
I think crates have a -5 to their saving throws,
All
given
right.
that they're crates.
All right, it's not your turn anymore.
All
how's
right,
that?
fine.
It's the
All right,
Berserker's
next-
turn.
Next up, it would be the Berserker, but he is dead. Rest in peace.
Aw.
Next up is Murray. Murray looks around. He's not mobile. He can't roll. He can't do anything. He just says, "What's
Tries
the
to
deal with all
spit.
these birds?"
What is the deal with all these birds?
Good Murray turn.
Look,
I'm glad to have it.
guys, Murray was turned into a skull and imprisoned in a dungeon a long time ago. His take on humor has not kept up with the ages.
Yeah.
So he thinks he's being very cutting edge and avant-garde.
He does some mother-in-law jokes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Kenku reminds me of my wife. I tell you.
Not even retro anymore.
Yeah. Acrid, you are next. There is a growing pile of Kenku corpses around you. The Kenku ringleader stands not far away. He has marked you and attacked you with a barbed swinging chain. There's also some minions. What would you like to do?
Now, is that considered like that's a melee, right? So can I use my divine retribution chainmail as he hit me?
He hit you a while ago, so
Yeah, I
Until
think
the
you
end of my next turn, I should gain a bonus to
Oh.
damage rolls against the triggered enemy.
yeah.
equivalent
yeah,
to
I guess
the-
so. So you've gained some resistance to that.
Yeah, I'll take that. And I am going to cast my daily Stand the Fallen.
Oh, who has fallen?
So,
You gonna get the Kenku back up? Corey, say over at the chemical.
Zombie berserker.
I
Zombie
don't
berserker.
actually. They don't actually have to be dead for me to help them stand. They stand taller, I think, is what they mean.
Oh, okay.
The posture thing.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Akron is like, everybody, get just
Shoulders back, guys.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Heads up.
Each ally within 10 squares of me can spend a healing surge and regains an additional hit points equal to my charisma, like a +1 on top of it, if you would like.
All right, Melik might need that.
Yeah, I will.
And I will. That's +11 plus that. Okay. And I'm going to roll.
That's optional, right? We don't have to take healing surge.
No, you
Not if
do
you
not
don't wanna.
have to.
Great.
Forced healing.
But Alestra
No,
might want
forced-
it too, right?
Pardon me?
Probably
Consent,
Alestra and
consent.
Melik need it, right?
Yeah, I could use some if
Yeah, how close do you have to be?
Within
10
10 squares. So
Yeah.
take
Within
take it.
one warehouse.
Warehouse?
How house?
Where in the house?
so.
Who
What do we
has?
get?
+1.
My house.
Healing surge +1.
Oh, okay.
It's something.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's a power that allows many people to take healing surges, which is a big deal.
Yeah, that's huge.
Healing word and inspiring word are healing one person. This heals multiple people.
Yes, that's true. That is very true. 27.
All right, what are you doing? Sorry, what is the 27 against?
Armor class.
Of who? I'm sorry. Which,
Ringleader.
are you attacking him from range, or are you going to close with him?
Oh, I'll walk up to him. I'll stand on
right.
top of this dead corpse.
I'll just move that Kenku corpse out of the way. So you kick the Kenku aside and saunter over and smash him with a longsword, I assume.
Yes.
Roll me damage for Stand the Fallen.
17 plus 1 second. I gotta do math here.
Math. Always
18
math.
plus 11. That will be 29.
29?
It's 3d8 plus 5 plus 6 because of the divine retribution chainmail.
I guess it's a level 5 daily power. So
Sure is.
yeah, that's a lot of things. All right, hold on. Sorry, say that number again. I said it out loud and was so startled by it I've forgotten it. 29?
29 damage.
All right. Let me just check here. Yep, that first hit on the Kenku ringleader bloodies him. And he is not like a little bird. He is a medium bird.
Is he a burb?
No. I think he's like
Too big to be a
burbs.
burb?
Yeah, too big to be a burb.
Okay.
He's two burbs in a trench
There's
coat.
not
if you
room
know
for
what I
Tom
mean.
Hanks in that.
Now, I'm assuming I can use my healing surge as
How
well
about
for
Brother Theodore?
myself. Is that true for this?
Let me just check. I can. I think each ally within 10 squares of you. Are you your own ally?
No.
Not usually.
I don't think you're your own ally.
I'll use then my own. I'll use it as a minor action. Inspiring
Minor
word.
action inspiring word on yourself?
Yes,
What is your
I'll
inspiring
do
word to
that.
yourself, Akrid?
Bahami loves me.
Mhm.
All right.
Done.
All right, Peter Dragonforge, you are next.
I'm going to flank this guy.
How are you getting there such that you don't provoke?
Well, because I'm going to go down below. So
Oh, okay. You
Here,
take so Peter, you take the long
here,
path.
here,
Like you run
here,
basically to one corner of the
here.
warehouse
you'd
and then
still
come
be-
back.
Okay.
Okay,
If you're going through here, you're still taking an attack, but because you can't run through threatened squares in 4th edition.
okay,
Yeah.
then there and there and
You've
there.
got
But I
movement to go
can
all
get
the way
there.
around.
Not in one move.
You don't think so?
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hold on.
Okay. So I can't flank then.
You can't if you enter and exit one of those squares, that would provoke.
Provoke
or you
the-
could not.
Provoke the ringleader.
Yeah, or maybe you don't care about provoking the ring.
So
leader,
even
maybe
if
you
I
just
enter
wanna
his
get there.
range and stay within his range, it
Correct.
provokes
That's
an
5th
attack.
edition.
If you move
I don't
within
care.
that
He
range.
let him get me. I'm
That's
gonna.
the spirit.
What's the benefit of flanking again?
Plus 2 to
2.
attack.
Okay, great.
All right.
I'll take a hit for that.
The ringleader swings a chain in your direction. 15 versus armor class, Peter Dragonforge.
No.
You jump it like it's you've been
A jump
skipping
rope? Yep.
Yeah, and you are now behind him,
Okay,
which he
that's
does
great.
not like.
So I have +2 to attack. and I'm gonna give him my my frenzying smite, which is my new daily power. I get really angry. I'm really angry at this guy, and that he brought all of his bird friends with us, and that he sent that berserker on us.
Really angry at this guy that he lives here in this warehouse that's his. That
Yep.
he got a small
That's
business.
you got it. 26 versus AC.
All right.
$19 damage.
Ow! This is not nice to birds.
We don't like birds.
Well, all right.
I like that berserker.
Yeah. Well, you killed him.
Well,
Action
yeah,
point.
Okay.
+3. Healing.
To healing. All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, righteous smite. 24 versus AC.
You slay the Kenku ringleader, assuming you could do 7 or more damage.
Yes.
The Kenku ringleader hits the ground. The other Kenku standing around with their clubs and their daggers drop them, and they all kind of tilt their heads up, and they just kind of make like whistling I was just passing through noises. And they all kind of slowly back away, assuming you'll let them.
And Peter looks at all of his colleagues and says, "Let's get out of here."
Yeah.
And
Go get a sandwich.
Let's go home.
Somebody
I
grab
want a
Moran.
sandwich.
And so you escape the Kenku warehouse and find yourself on the streets of the dock quarter of Waterdeep, a short hired cab ride away from the Dragonforge family house and the rumpus room therein. News the next day is filled with reports about a
rumpusing
daring
tonight.
attack on a innocent small business of warehouse provided by some up-and-coming Kenku who are trying to find an honest way of life. But such is the nature of life here in Waterdeep, an area rife with adventure and misfortune for those that are not named Peter Dragonforge. For you have gone into Undermountain not once, not twice, but 3 times and returned with all the information you need to piece together the whereabouts of one Rutherford Armbrust. The only question that remains is, will you dare to enter Undermountain a 4th and final time to find the wayward Umbrusk himself and return him for that final prize? And will we play 4th edition? Never again. Because the tools have been deprecated and software controls everything we do.
Hold on. I just for the value of the podcasting being an audio medium, I just want to say,
Oh,
Nice. Pretty.
I'll see you in
Tears
5th
up
edition.
his- was that which level character sheet did you just tear up?
The 5th. Level 5.
Fifth level. Wow,
You
you only
need
got
that
to use
for
it for like
reference
2
while
I
making
used
your
it for like an
5
hour.
hours.
It's fine.
Yeah. Used it for an hour. Our adventures will return someday, somehow, as 5th level and as 5th edition characters. We got to figure out how to make that work. But I would like to thank you all for playing this very long adventure in chapters. This was Dragonforge and Associates, Chapter 3, an adventure we started approximately 1 million years ago. Allow me to thank our players one by one. Jason
No,
Sell.
I will not allow that.
Jason Sell, thank you for being here. Thank you for Dragonforge.
Thank you. I'm glad that Peter Dragonforge survived. It was close. It was a close one.
Yeah, almost got eaten by a giant crocodile. Them's the breaks. Steve Lutz, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Tony. And in the interest of good Foley work, here's my paper shredder.
Nice.
Oh, 4E. Oh, there you go. Oh, no, 4E. Say it isn't so.
Monty Ashley, thank you for being here. Thank you for making it magical.
You're welcome. And thank you for running it, Tony. It was super fun.
Yay.
Sarah Barber, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a cleric and a dwarf.
Thank you so much for having me.
Erica Ensign, also thank you.
Thank you. Keep it sparkly.
And last but not least, Georgia Dow as Acrid Torrid Balazar. I don't know if I said that right. Thank you for being here.
Acrid thanks you.
And we are done. Tune in next time for unrelated Total Party Kill adventures. Thank you and goodbye, nerds. The end.
Yay.
Ooh.
Dude.
We didn't die.
Thank you,
Didn't
Tony.
die. It came close with those. I wasn't super worried once you got past the dragon, but there were some
Yeah, I
was
touch and
not
go
sure.
moments with that dragon.
That's
So.
Dragon,
Several
man.
times, Peter Dragonforge almost died.
Oh yeah.
Twice or three times.
But they were creative ways.
Yeah.
We're creative ways.
They're heroic deaths, every one
Yes,
of them.
very.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I
True,
got
it's true.
powers I never got to use, and they probably won't translate to 5e. This is
They absolutely won't.
Yeah.
The new one,
Sorry.
you'll get new powers. It'll be fun.
Yeah, new
Um,
powers. New powers
I
is
am
great.
stopping my recording.
Yeah, so
Oh,
everybody should do
yeah.
that.
Recording.
Oh wait, Jason, did you bring us offline?
I haven't yet. Thank you, live
Okay.
stream.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
Bob.
Hi, everybody.
weirdo.